Hey bunnies, it's your girl Usagi here, back at it again with another video. Today we are going to be doing Sagittarius collective reading. Wonderful, right? So this is going to be basically a collective reading for the sign of Sagittarius, where we just dive into, what is it that you need to hear at this time, any important communications or messages Spirit might have for you, any warnings, etc., right? Any lessons that need to be learned. And being that this is a collective reading, some things may resonate for you, and that's wonderful. Please like this video and comment down below, letting me know how I did if it does. But if it does not, please leave it in the dust, pick a different video, or pick a different reader. I do these readings once a month in twin flame readings right after, so just stay tuned. And if you want to stay tuned, please subscribe and hit the little notification bell for when I post, so you know when I post. And lastly, if you want to know anything about me, or more about me, or see any more of my content, because I do art as well as readings, you can just check in the description below, to get all that info. Cool. So now that all the extra crap is out the way, let's get started on our reading, right? So I'm going to be using a couple different decks. I'll try and name them as I go. But first we're going to start with the Soul's Journey lesson cards. I use these first to just read the energy for you, my beautiful Sag, so you can see what's going on. Okay? So, thank you so much, Sagittarius' ancestors and spirit guides. Thank you so much for joining the space. As I thanked you before, we're just looking for what Sagittarius needs to hear at this time. Okay. What messages do we have for... Oh, gratitude came out again. That's interesting. It popped out once, came back twice. Peace peeked its head for the second time as well. What else we got for Sag? Ooh, can we take it easy? We only need 2 more cards for Sagittarius. Sorry, just 2 more cards for Sagittarius, please. Seems to be dealing with a lot. Sag, dang. 1 more card for Sag, please, Spirit. Alright, cool. I don't know. I wonder if someone might have hurt your ego a little bit, because we have self-esteem, denial, forgiveness, judgment, and imagination. Okay, sorry. I'm over here getting ahead of myself, and that's not how I usually read. Okay, so we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Denial. I acknowledge that my fear... Sorry, I'm always reading this wrong. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Bottom deck energy being forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Followed by judgment, imagination, and even relationships. So I wonder if someone said something to you that might have hurt your self-esteem a little bit, Sag, or something might have happened that took a blow to your self-esteem, and forgiveness of yourself and or others might be in order. Especially with this denial card too. So there's definitely something that you are rejecting, let's say, out of fear, because part of you doesn't either want to accept it, or you're afraid of what accepting it will mean for you, because that's usually what denial is, afraid of accepting something, because what it means for your current reality. So we're gonna dive in, of course, using the tarot just to see more about why these cards are here. We're gonna be using the light seers, bam bam, tarot deck, to just check in a little further to see why these cards are here. But I feel like whatever it is, forgiveness will probably be the first step, and then it will fall into place everywhere else. But like I said, let's see. Hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. Hope everything's going well for you today, Sagittarius. Let's see. So, Ancestors and Spirit Guides, what does gratitude have to do with Sag? What does Sagittarius need to be grateful for at this time? Peace. How can we tap into, what does peace represent here for Sagittarius? What does self-esteem represent here for Sagittarius? Was their self-esteem maybe affected? In denial. What is Sagittarius in denial of? What is Sagittarius in denial of? So I kind of feel like you might have to let something go, Sag. We have the Two of Swords in reverse, Eight of Wands, Three of Swords, and then we have Death in reverse. So I'm not sure here, because the Two of Swords in reverse, I feel like you're at an end with something. Like, you're very confused as to where you should be going or what decision you should be making with something. Maybe something has been revealed to you, a truth unveiled. And it may be a good thing that these things were brought to light, that this has kind of happened in the way that it did, even though right now it doesn't feel that way. Part of me feels like if you're looking for peace at this time, if peace is what you feel like you're lacking, Spirit is saying to keep going with that Eight of Wands. You know, peace will come the further you go down the path. So I do feel like this might be some type of healing journey, because whatever has happened with the Three of Swords, like I said, this is a relationship. This could have been like a third party situation where someone has come in and, you know, really damaged you, really betrayed your trust, you know what I mean, really broke your heart with that Three of Swords. And now it's reflecting back on how you look at yourself, you know what I mean. But with now denial and that Death in reverse, I feel like there's either a cycle or a relationship, a habit, something has not changed, or you refuse to change it, you know what I mean. And I think it's because you don't, it's like you don't want to, even though you do want to. It's really weird, like this denial with this Death in reverse. I feel like you don't want to allow something to end. I'll leave it at that. You don't want to allow something to end, because you're not entirely sure if that's what you want. You know what I mean? So, I guess we're gonna look into it some more when I clarify. We have the Five of Swords here too, so you could either be arguing with someone at this time, or you're in, it seems like maybe either you're arguing with someone or you distance yourself from someone over this hurt, and or you've been bottling up how it is that you felt, you know, concerning the situation. Like, you haven't given your full opinion on it. You know what I mean? Maybe out of fear of it ending too abruptly for you. So I guess we'll see some more as to what this is talking about. So we're going to first check in with that Two of Swords. I don't know if I mentioned, yes, it's my Light Series Tarot. Okay, perfect. So we're going to clarify now with the Rider-Waite deck, one of the original tarot decks. These cards are a little small, so that way I have space. Yes, I hope everyone's doing well. Sagittarius, are you still with me? I hope you guys are okay. So, what does this Two of Swords represent? Where is the confusion? What's going on with Sagittarius and their intuition? How can this, what is this Two of Swords? How does this Two of Swords represent gratefulness? No, part of me feels like whatever has happened here, whatever that reveal, like that reveal was, maybe gratitude is in a way like be grateful that this situation has happened the way that it did, even though right now it does not feel fair. Spiritually, energetically, in the grand scheme of things with that Justice card, it is fair. You know what I mean? It was fair. That had to happen to clear out any unnecessary energy and leave you feeling good with yourself and what you have still. I guess that's what that gratitude is for, because you even have the Nine of Cups on that gratitude. You know what I mean? This is someone complacent or happy with one being by themselves and living in their own wealth, abundance, happiness, and success. You feel me? Someone who has all their treasures and successes lined up. You know what I mean? What's the last card that you have to show us? Then we have the Emperor. So I really do feel like this is the time for you now to make the choice to take back control of your life. So if this person or this situation has been distracting you, you know, I would say thank God that it ended, or thank God that it had to disrupt everything the way that it did, because now it's giving you a chance to for you to get your life back. You know what I mean? It's giving you a chance to get your life back, get your shit back in order, understand who you're really in control of, which is you, yourself and you, okay? And then see the blessings start rolling in with that Justice card, because like I said, whatever happened, it was supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Don't get too trapped in the fact that, I guess, you know, you were supposed to be with someone, or you were supposed to be tied down with someone, or things were supposed to be a certain way. You know what I mean? Things are not that way. So what are you going to do about it? You feel me? What do you have now? You know what I mean? So really pay attention to that, Sagittarius. Please do not fall too far into your bag with the confusion about the situation, because it was let go. It let itself go for a good reason. You know what I mean? Eight of Wands. What does the Eight of Wands represent for Sagittarius? So yeah. Three of Wands. Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we have the Peace with the Eight of Wands. Real quick, I was revealing a really small negative energy. Okay, so Spirit is like, now that you have all this free time, you know what? It's very important that you at least try new things. I feel like you are going to get a new opportunity at love. If this is a love situation, either someone's going to make an offer, or, you know, Spirit is just inviting you to step through new doors, do new things, find new ways of peace, find new ways to experience love in life. You know what I mean? Because we do have the Tower, so I do feel like something has happened that's totally thrown you off balance. You know what I mean? But if the Tower has come, it's something necessary. Something had to break down for people to realize certain things that were not bringing them peace in the first place. Then we also have the Moon here. So whatever this Tower was meant to reveal, the Moon is now the revelations of what has happened, what has transpired. You know, the triggers of the situation that now we have to come to terms with. You know, not only what that person has done, but what you have done to get in the situation in the first place. You know what I mean? If anything, if you're craving peace, then you have to also be willing to look within and crave healing. You know what I mean? That's the only way you're going to start moving slowly into peace. So if you are not one to confront your emotions head on, Sagittarius, I recommend you do that now. Because at least then you'll be able to leave more room for hope. You know what I mean? And moving forward versus, I guess, you know, crying over spilled milk is what I want to say. I'm sure it was more serious than spilled milk, but, you know, metaphors. So, Three of Swords. What happened with the Three of Swords with Sag? I feel like you were probably dealing with someone or a situation that didn't really make you feel very valued in the first place. Not only is this Three of Swords where you are now, but I feel like it's where you've always kind of been with this situation. Um, if you guys were living together, part of me feels like you were the kind of the person that paid a lot of the bills, who put in a lot more financial effort than the other person did. Um, Things like that. And after a while, you know, the wonder or the drive of the relationship wasn't quite there anymore. I kind of feel like you guys knew each other from the past, maybe from like when you were younger, and there was a lot of serendipity. You know what I mean? A lot of spontaneity. Like I said, you guys might have kids together, you might live together, but now defenses are just high, and some of the spark that was once there has kind of dissipated, and now especially with this situation here, that Three of Swords, it could be like a third party, you know what I mean? Now things are officially kind of out the window, or at least, like I said, when it comes to your own self-worth, you're matching your self-worth to how this person has treated you. Um, and of course, we're going to get um, advice cards, you know, at the end, but I would want to tell you, you know, all because this person may have made you feel this way, it doesn't mean that you aren't a summary of what someone else thinks about you, Sagittarius. So bear that in mind when dealing with the situation and when you're thinking about this person, you know what I mean? And when you're healing from this, you are not the sum of what other people think about you. You know what I mean? You are the sum of what you think about you, Sag. So I would say definitely reflect. If we're, remember we were talking about the things that have come up, definitely reflect on how you view yourself, Sag. Not how this person viewed you, not how this person manipulated you. How do you view you in all of this? You know what I mean? So, and then, you know, and then work on that moving forward. Don't like telling people what to do, but if you want to take my advice, I really hope that that helps you. Okay. So what is going on? Why are we stuck here with this death card? What is stuck in this death card? Oh, sorry. I have my hair in a bun, so um, this card can go either way because I feel like there was betrayal in the situation, but forgiveness is necessary. You know what I mean? So even though I have this Ten of Swords here, I will put it this way simply because I feel like even if you don't plan on getting back with this person, you need to forgive the situation. You know what I mean? There's something with this third party or this Three of Swords or this pain or whatever that there's not enough information, or there's still something that needs to be spoken about, or it's more complicated than just how this person feels about you. So that's why I'm like, something needs to be discussed and clarified if you want to, you know. What is this? Too many cards. Let's see. What else does this death card represent? So part of me feels like you don't really want to leave this person alone, even though, you know, you are in a lot of hurt. Um, but I would say don't really deny your feelings for this person. I feel like whatever it is, like how you feel about this person's situation, it can teach you a lot about yourself. This can probably be a twin flame of yours, Sagittarius, that kind of caused this disruption, you know? They can probably teach you a lot about yourself. So I feel like what you really need is some alone time so you can fully understand what it is that you want right now from this connection, or from the situation. I feel like you need to put some time and effort into yourself, into your own craft. You need to focus back on some of your goals. Like, I don't know if maybe you want to go back to school, Sagittarius. You want to pick up some type of new study. So I would really look into that right now instead of, I guess, pondering so hard or staying like hyper focused on this situation as a whole, because ultimately, like I said, you don't really want to walk away from this, and I think you need some time to, like I said, forgive the whole situation, so that way you can make a centered decision, like, do I want to continue with this or do I want to move on? You know what I mean? But the only way you're going to do that is if you take some time to work with you. I really do feel like in order to find inner peace, it's not just to ignore what has already transpired, but to figure out or to uproot some of these things that you're feeling, you know, that may be connected to a past life or a past version of you or your past in general. I hope I'm making sense, but you need to align is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean, with your emotional side, and just put the work in there. You know, especially if you can't really do anything right now with this situation. putting the work within will kind of help you learn how to forgive, you know, other people, even if they say sorry or not. So, I'm sorry if I rambled there on you, my dearest Sagittarius. I'm going to stop rambling now, and we're going to pull your oracle cards to close off your reading. I have the Starseed Oracle here, so let's see what Spirit has to say at the end of your reading. Alright, so Spirit, what message, what guidance do we have to close off for Sagittarius? Excuse me. Can I get one more card, please, for Sagittarius? Thank you. Okay. Alright, so sorry it's so tight. So tight. There we go. That's what she said. Breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. Lifting the veil. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Right. The blue flame. Spontaneous awakening. Activation. Integration time. Empathic starseed. Learn how to read, Shannon. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, and the bottom deck energy is water your garden. Oh, yeah, a lot of healing cards. So water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest, deep cellular healing, physical and emotional healing, and then common ground follows right after. So I'm going to say this like this. Like I said, something does really need to end here, Sagittarius, and maybe it's a habit, maybe it's a pattern, especially when it comes to you. And it is, like I said, this is a connection. Then if this is a connection, English, then there's definitely some habits there, you know, that you expressed in that connection that have kind of left you where you are right now. So what I want to say with the Breath of the Cosmos, you know, because this card is about basically micromanaging and trying to be in control of everything. You know what I mean? That's why it's like right now you gotta be grateful for yourself and you. You can control yourself as much as you, in a little bit of ways that you can. You know what I mean? But you can't be in control of everything, especially not what other people do. So I would say it's definitely time to take a step back from anything that you've been trying to put too much of your hands in and kind of just let the universe take control of it. I do feel like this whole situation, even though I feel like you've hit rock bottom, excuse me, this is a learning experience for you. You know what I mean? So take some time, meditate, really think about what needs to go over here. We're lifting the veil. Really needs to go, you know, within your energy, whether it's someone else's energy, you know what I mean? Someone else's idea of you, which is the empathic starseed, someone else's emotions and how they're claiming you make them feel, etc., etc. Listen. You are only in charge of yourself, Sag. It's all you can do. So I would, if I were you, I would dig deep. You know, like I said, look at what doesn't align to you and what it is that you need, and take some space, take a rest. Whatever it is that you've been dealing with, you know, make sure that you're drinking enough water. Make sure that you're sleeping at an appropriate time. Make sure that you are not closeting yourself and hurting yourself away. Make sure you're doing things to take your mind off of it. Because honestly, Sagittarius, I feel like it's definitely just time to move on. Right? So that is your reading. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, please drop a like if you enjoyed this reading and comment down below letting me know how I did. Okay? And yeah, as I say, let love lead the way. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.